Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of today's Special Minis. I am coming to you with my submission for Scrap the World's It's a Link Party Volume 6. Um, this month, for June, we had to make a Goodie Flip Box. Before I even get started, I want to say a huge thank you to Remy Moore, who gave me a donation via PayPal. And the funny thing about that was, I set up my PayPal. I can't remember when, but I have never ever checked to see if anybody donated anything. And he sent me a message saying like, hello, did you get my donation? Because it's saying that it hasn't been accepted, and I've never seen that before. And I was like, what? You know, I didn't even know how to accept a PayPal payment, so I had to search Google and stuff like that to see how you even do it. And that was a huge blessing to me. Like, I'm still just like cannot even believe it. Like, it's just like amazing to me. If you guys don't know who Remy Moore is, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. He's a fantastic creator. He's a believer, and he's a composer. He makes music, but he also has a big selection of royalty free music that people can use for their videos. So I encourage you to check him out and check out some of his music. And if some of the royalty free or any other music he has on his channel interests you and you want to use it for a video, go ahead and contact him and see how you can do that. He has a huge range of tunes that you can use, from light and bright to techno to dark and brooding to even stuff for like horror movies and stuff like that. So if you make movies, if you make videos, and you need soundtrack music and stuff like that, check them out. But thank you, Remy Moore, for that donation. I'm still like over the moon. Just like so happy about it. The Bible says God will bless those who bless me, or he blesses people. And so I'm just going to be praying right now for you that the Lord just bless you richly in return for the blessing that you gave to me. No seed planted in this house, in this person, in this channel is ever going to go unrewarded or without reaping a harvest for those who sow. So may God give you a turnaround in a big way that you need in your life, and that you know it came from him. And just be blessed. And thank you so much again. I so appreciate it. I just still cannot even believe it. So thank you. Okay, back to the link party. So this month we had to do a Goodie Flip Box, and Tmika, as usual, does a tutorial on what to create, and on her website she gives you the parameters for what to do. So this challenge had to be a Goodie Flip Box, and we had to fill it with embellishments, a journal, or whatever. And then we had to make a unique belly band, or put our unique stamp on our belly band. And the twist was to be able to send it to somebody, if you could. So I'm always practicing. So I don't know that I would send this to somebody, because there are a couple of little mistakes. So, but this is my belly band. So as you can see, it's meant to look like a USPS package, and on it it says Scrap the World Priority Mail, and then it's got my channel name. I don't know if you can see that, today's special minis. And this is how, if I was sending it to somebody, this is the belly band I would use. I would make a custom packing uh, mailing label and put the person's name there and blah blah blah. So all of this came from online, of course, so there's no need for me to worry about customizing these numbers and barcodes. I would just put the person's address on there. Of course, I would not mail it like this. This would be in a priority mailer of some sort, some kind of box. But the idea is like the box itself would be mimicking a shipping or a shipped box. So that's the front. So this is my belly band, and on the back of the belly band, um, this would be my quote unquote packing slip, and in it it would be, you know, the letter that I wrote to the person. This is just a mock letter, you know. Yes, it's still long, but I did it like, I'm giving people who, if somebody wanted to do this and giving you an idea of what you can do. So this is like a mock packing slip that goes into, I did just a little Ziploc bag, and then the belly band opens like you could just put a piece of tape on it, and so and the person could keep all of this. This is all part of you know this this package, so they could keep all of this together, maybe even put it back in a goodie flip box. So this is the box. And one idea I had that came to me at the very last minute, because I had made this box and everything, and then a just idea just came to me. It's a goodie flip box, so even the stuff inside the box flips, but I'm like, the outside of the box could flip too. So, and I thought, now how could I do that? And I'm telling you, this came at the very last minute. I actually finished this thing a couple of days ago, like a few days ago, probably like on the 15th. But I don't know. I didn't feel like filming the video or whatever. And I was watching movies and doing this, that, and the other. So I was like, let me hurry up and get this up before the month is over. I just procrastinate like that sometimes. I don't know why. But I guess when you're ready to film, you're ready to film. So this is the box, and the box itself flips. So it's a goodie flip box. All of this hardware I made by hand. This is made out of cardboard except for the toggle clasp. So this is the front of the box. You can have it up like this, or you can have it like this, showing the opening, or you can turn it on its side and have it sitting on your desk like this. Oh, and also I call this the OMG box, because this is the Oh My Goodies box, because when you send somebody this, you're going to be sending them something that's going to make them say, oh my goodies. So I hand painted all of this stuff on this box, and whatever I didn't hand paint, I'll let you know. But this is in the Liechtenstein pop art style, which I love. And I saw this image online. It's not an original. And all my inspiration images will be linked in the description. So I thought it would be so cute to put on here. And it says OMG box. So, oh my goodies box. So you can have it sitting down on your table like that. Or you can have it on the back like this. So I thought of this as a traveling case, and you can put like little travel stickers and stuff on it, and it'd be super cute. So if you want a busy look, you can put it up like that. Or, you know, you can put it like on its side, and I decided to paint like three little books, and it says Issa Link Party Volume 6. That's the date that I did these, on the 13th. So again, like I told you, I finished this a while ago. It says Goodie Flip Box, and then today's special minis and Scrapdaworld. So that's cute if you want it sitting on your desk to look like three little books. Um, and then on the bottom, I just put my certificate of authenticity. You can have that, or not. Uh, this is just taped down with some masking tape so it can come off. I'm not sure if I would make it this big. I might put it on there and do it a little bit smaller. So the same thing with these stickers. I just taped them down with some masking tape. I can peel them right up. I wanted to get your guys' opinions. Like, should I keep this on here like this? Is it too much or whatever? So these little side things, these little metal looking things, are also made out of cardboard. Um, it's just like stacked pieces of cardboard. If I can find a sample, I'll show you. So hope you like that. Let me know what you think of that. You can just put it all different ways. But the idea of it is to make a goodie flip box and to have stuff on the inside. So my camera's going to die. I'm going to pause this and then come back. Okay, so let me open it up. You can kind of see what's going on in here. Okay, so on this first box, we have a journal. So immediately when she said you can kind of put a journal in it, I knew I wanted to try doing this box with a journal. So I made my dimensions a little bit bigger than hers. I forgot what her size is, but this is 6 by 6. So I made all of the little boxes first because I knew I wanted them to be 6 by 6. And in this side, I cut out a window and put some acetate on it so that the journal could be showing for whoever the person is who's receiving it. Now, of course, nobody's receiving this. This is just a sample. Now, this journal I actually made for, I'm making for a friend of mine who's going through a little bit of a problem. In life we do that sometimes, and so we have to encourage each other. So I thought maybe I'll make her a journal. She's not a crafter, but I wanted to try making some envelope journals. Darn it. And I had that template already ready. But I don't have an envelope punch board. I wish I did, but I don't. I can't find it now. I printed off a envelope journal online, and I used that to make these different envelopes that for this envelope journal using my color book paper stack, trying to use that up. So I'm using that in all of these different projects, and that's why you probably see all of the same colors. These are some of the flowers left over from the treat box thing that we made. So I used those in here because I made a lot of them. I used some of this cardboard technique from Genevieve, which I really like. And in here, I just made her a cute little journal with some scriptures that she can, look up. I put in a little tablet that I made out of some paper, a little photo mat thing she can put a few photos in, some keepsakes, and this is for like, those, you know, maybe she wants the old college photos. This is us from college. These are the Three Musketeers. That's me, that's my friend Nature, and that's the love of my life back then. I won't say his name, but, but that was who that is. So you can have some keepsakes in there, some tags, um, then another scripture, and I put like a little drawing tablet because sometimes you need to draw something. You don't necessarily need to say anything. I made a little canvas for her to paint something on. She can peel it off. There's some score tape on the back. Once she paints something, she can put it in here and it can be permanently in there. Then I made her some journaling tags, just gratitude tags. So even when you're going through the valley of the shadow of death, you still need to be able to focus on things that you're grateful for. So, even if you're in the thick of, disease, sickness, death, divorce, whatever, strife in your marriage, family, troubled kids, at the end of the day, find some things to be grateful for so the enemy doesn't have that much more of a foothold to get onto you. And you can go to bed having a little bit of peace, thinking about something positive, right? Instead of all the negative things that are going on around you. Then I put this love is. I've been collecting these. I was collecting them for a friend, but, uh, you know, things happen, and I'm going to, put a journaling thing right here that says love to me is, so she can write down what does love mean to me. So, and then the last page, my letter, I wrote a letter to her, and then she can write a letter to me. Not that she's going to give it to me, but she can say in it some things maybe she can't say out loud. And if you think of writing it to somebody, that might give you the, freedom to go ahead and say it. So that's that. And then on this pocket, what I did was I saw a cute little image online that says love. Everybody has seen that before. So I painted the inside of the box before I taped it closed, of course. before I put all the sides on. I painted it black, and then I painted the love with some glossy accents, so it has a little bit of texture. And it's just something to look at if even when the journal is not there. So even if the person takes out the journal, they probably can recycle this box and send it to somebody else. It could be like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Box or something. You can be sending love to other people. The middle pieces, I just used a piece of 6x6 paper and just put it in there. Then I just edged it with black to finish off the look. To me, it made it look more polished. So the reason why this is an OMG box, not only because you have a handmade journal in there, but this is a box you're going to send to somebody who is like saying, like say you watch somebody, could be Scrap the World or something. She's like, oh man, I love those new distress inks, those oxides that are coming out, but I just haven't gotten my hand on any yet. I'd love to play with them. And you see some on sale 90% off at Hobby Lobby. Or say there's a new crafter who's like, oh man, everybody's using those distress inks. I wish I had some. I just don't have that. And you say, you're at Hobby Lobby and you see them 90% off, and you're like, I'm gonna get that for her. And so here you got, you know, this pocket is big enough to hold 4 distress inks, oxides, whatever you want. And then, oh, that was my mouse, sorry. And this is like tea dye, vintage photo, walnut stain, and black suit. And so this is like the starter set. This is what everybody sees everybody using online. So imagine if you were to bless somebody with the basics, the starter kit. I mean, they come in all kind of colors, but usually people see people using tea dye, vintage, walnut, and black soot. And those are the ones that get them like, man, I want to try some of that because that's pretty cool. But here you sent them the entire basic starter kit for them to get started. So on the inside, I didn't really know what papers to use, so I just used these bright colors, and then kind of decorated the inside of the pockets with some florals. Then, for the last pocket, even more goodies, right? So I put in some stencil paper to help somebody make their own stencils, a stamp set, some dies, and you can put a lot of dies, wafer thin dies, some sticker sets, and some embossing folders. So you can put all embossing folders. You can put like 6 or 7. You can put like 10 or more of these thin dies, 5 or 6 stickers, however you want to break it up and do it, like however you want to bless that person. But imagine somebody getting this and they'll be like, oh my goodies, like I can't even believe you sent me all this stuff. So let's see if we can get it back in, pack it back all up. And that's my idea for this month's challenge, the Oh My Goodies box. And I think, that would be such a blessing for a beginning crafter or even an advanced crafter if you're getting them something, that they really have been talking about, and say, you just have the opportunity to get it, and you want to surprise them with it. So that's that, and it folds back up, and it's so convenient. You can, it's small enough you can put this in your car. You can take this with you to a crop. If you take all the stuff out, you can put even the other stuff that you want to put in there and take it with you. Um, as with anything, of course, the box is not like waterproof or, archival or anything like that. It's just made out of paper and cardboard. But you still can use it and take it with you. The book thing, I just thought that was really cute. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you like it. And this is my submission for Issa Link Party Volume 6, the Goodie Flip Box, or as I call it, the Oh My Goodies box. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next link party. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of today's special minis. I am working on my project for the Issa Link Volume number 6 from Scrap the World, and we had to do a flip box. And this is where I'm starting my flip box at. I did she has a tutorial on it, Tmika from Scrapdaworld, and I'll put the link below as usual in case you want to get started doing yours. The flip box has like three boxes, and then it folds up like a little like folding box type thing. But this is showing you my process along the way. So I assembled my three little boxes first, and I did them bigger than what she said in her tutorial because I have a different purpose for these boxes. Of course, no, I'm not sending it to anyone, but I was thinking of what I would make if I was sending this flip box to someone. So I made a couple of alterations for it. This box is going to be one of the boxes. She said you can put whatever you want in it. That's the twist, to be fill it up with embellishments and or whatever you feel like, handmade, homemade, store bought, journals, whatever. So when she said you can add a journal, then I thought, well, one of these boxes is going to be for a journal. So I'm using a flat rate mailer box for this pack, for this project, and I wanted to do some artwork, like make it like a custom. Again, this is another box, and I'm doing it like a custom box. So this, okay, I painted. I use very few tools for this so far. Just, not this one. Oops. I used a wide paintbrush, my apple barrel black paint that goes on matte black, and I painted the base. I actually thought of do this after I taped one side of this acetate on, so I had to, I thought about painting the base black later because I was just going to leave it just raw on the inside, but I thought, no, I could paint something, and then it was too late to do that part. So I was able to catch myself and do the sides, and that's it. But you won't see that part anyway. So I decided to do like a little graphics on the inside, just to, make it nice and cool. So I just saw this image online, so I printed it out and repainted it on this one using, a couple of paintbrushes and some glossy Mod Podge. So that's all this is, and it makes, how when you get glossy uh, scrapbook paper, that's the effect that I was going for, and I love it. It's got a little texture to it, and it's got that gloss look to it that I love. And plus, it's a nice intricate design, so the idea was, even if somebody took the journal out and used it, they could reuse this box and, send something else in it. And of course, this side will be painted, but I put my information. It's a link, Party Volume 6, today's special minis by Peapod. I did it today, which is June 11th, when I'm filming this segment, and I signed it. And this will be folded up, so you won't really see it. But yeah, I thought that it came out super cool, so I like that. It took me a little bit of time to do this. I don't know if I'll do glue painting again, but I like it. I might. So that's this box. And so that's really the only thing I need to show you. When I come back, hopefully everything will be put together and assembled, and I'll be doing the reveal to put up on her website of all the things. Now, the journal I'm going to put in there is this journal. Now, this is just a temporary journal just to put in there. This is actually a journal I'm making for a friend of mine. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back, and this is part of the assembling of the flip box. Like I told you guys, I did mine a little bit different. So mine is a little bigger than what Tmika made, but so I had to redo mine, the measurements, obviously, of course, to make sure that it rolled open the way it's supposed to. So I just did a mock-up for now, and you can see how that looks with the acetate. Of course, I haven't painted everything, and I'm using a Frosted Flakes box. I'm upcycling it. And so I'm going to have the little cutouts going this way. I just kind of like the idea of pulling it out to the right. So it's quite a bit bigger. It won't be able to fit into the screen like maybe the other size will. But yeah, but I figured out the measurements for it to work and sit flat. So hopefully when I come back, I just wanted to show you, and I guess if somebody wants to do, this is basically for the size of these boxes is 6 by 6. So you can even do it 7 by 7, and that way, if you want to send somebody some 6 by 6 paper stacks inside of this little flip box, you could. But if you do it 6 by 6, you can't. You might be able to trim down a 4 by 6 maybe, or I don't know if they sell 5 by 5 pads or whatever. You know 6 by 6 is cutting it close because it's the exact size, and it's even a little smaller. Some 6 by 6 pads are actually 6 by 6.5 because they have that little half strip. So that's why I say if you do a box 7 by 7, you should be okay with that. You'll be able to send somebody those small paper stacks as maybe a rack and this type of thing. And I did the split. I did the closure on the top rather than coming over the side because I didn't want to add that extra bulk. So yeah, and then I still have to paint everything and decide like what papers or colors I want to use. So that'll be next, and hopefully by the time this is all done, hopefully by the next video I will be putting up the link for the It's a Link party, unless I create something that I want to share with you guys that I think you might like. If you want the measurements for this, like if you want to do a 6 by 6 box, I'll put that in the description because mine is kind of pieced together, but as you can see, it works. So yeah, that's that, and I'll be back hopefully with the reveal. And if not, I'll be back with something. See, I'm not going to upload these in order because obviously I'm making this along the way. This is this is June 12th, 2019. So this is the next day after I did the first video. So when I do the actual video for the party, I might just do the whole thing first. I don't know how I'm going to splice this together. So just wanted you to know that because sometimes I put the videos together out of order. All right, okay, bye.